Welcome to SunnyCare's electronic order sets. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to use this great new feature. Let's log on to SunnyCare. And I'm about to admit a patient, so I would like to use our admission order sets. I've chosen my patient, I'm on the overview, and now I'm going to click on the new link to order sets. Not EPR orders, but order sets. The patient has a COPD exacerbation. I could go to my services catalog and find it there, or I can use the search bar and find it quickly that way. SunnyCare order sets brings the allergy information that already exists in our pharmacy system or from our SunnyCare medication profiles and structured consult notes. If there was no allergy information here, I would be prompted to enter it, which I could easily do while I'm doing my orders. I'm going to admit this patient to Blue Team Medicine. I'm going to fill out the relevant orders. No need for a catheter. The patient is volume depleted, so I'll give a little bit of normal saline with a bit of potassium. The patient has poor dentition, otherwise normal swallowing, and the patient has diabetes, so I'll order a diabetic diet. I'm going to forget to order DVT prophylaxis for a moment. I'll order allied health consultations. All the lab work's already been done in the emerge, so I don't need to order that again. Chest x-ray and ECG are also done, so I'll just focus on the COPD medications. And I'll order some nicotine replacement because I believe the patient is a heavy smoker. So that's the end of this order set. I'm going to save those orders and move them to the yellow pad. Oh, I forgot to order DVT prophylaxis. SunnyCare has reminded me. Now I can move them to the yellow pad, and I can review them here to make sure I haven't made any mistakes. Now the patient's telling me that actually they've quit smoking and therefore I don't need the nicotine replacement. I will remove those from the order set. I'll just save those as a draft because I've got a few more things to do. This patient has diabetes, so I will order insulin from the non-pregnant insulin order set. The patient's going to get multiple daily injections. I'll order some basal insulin. And some mealtime insulin. And if I choose to order extra mealtime insulin, there's an automatic match with whatever insulin I've ordered, so the patient gets a sensible regimen. All right, that looks good. Those orders are now going to intercalate with the previous COPD orders, and there's all the insulin orders there. Now, this patient also needs a few additional single orders that aren't on the order set. I'm concerned about pulmonary embolism, so I'm going to order a CT scan of the chest. And that order can be added to the order set. Because it's a medical imaging order, it will flow automatically into EPR and through to medical imaging. I do not need to do it again. The same would also be true for echocardiography. It would flow automatically to the echo lab. Now, this patient also would like some acetaminophen, so I can order anything that I wish. In addition to the order set, I'll order 1,000 milligrams I don't actually like Q6H, so I'm going to change it to Q8H. And I'll add that as well. And I think the patient might be B12 deficient, so I can order a vitamin B12 level. And that can be done routine, and I'll save that as well. Everything looks good, so I'm going to just do one final double check. There's the extra vitamin B12 level and CT scan of the chest. Now, if I sign and submit, I cannot change the orders, but I'm happy with these. I've double checked them. I don't need to do any more work, so I will sign and submit. Now, SunnyCare gives me the option of doing pre-admission medication reconciliation. I've decided to do that now. I do know that I documented the patient's medications in my consult note, which I just signed, so I'm going to use that list to finish off my admission orders. So there's the list of medicines from my note. I'm just going to use this list for orders. The list flows in. I just have to tell SunnyCare what I want. Now, over here are the medications that I've just ordered from the order sets. So the patient takes salbutamol at home. That's already ordered. The patient takes tiotropium at home. I'll hold that because I'm giving ipratropium. No need for iron. No need for vitamin C. The patient is volume depleted, so I will not give the ramipril, and I can write the reason here if I wish. That is optional. I've already ordered insulin, so I don't need to order it from the patient's pre-admission list. I'm going to hold the aspirin, and I'm going to hold the oil of oregano. Okay, so the reconciled admission medications are now moved to the yellow pad, and you can see that they're all nicely outlined here, along with the medications for COPD and for insulin. So I'm going to sign and submit those. And now SunnyCare will generate the final PDF, which I must print and put on the chart so the nurse can carry out the orders. Every page has the patient's identification, date, time, and my name on it. Everything is perfectly legible and ready to be carried out by the nurse. Because the CT scan of the chest flows automatically through SunnyCare into EPR, it says entered here, so the nurse knows that he or she does not need to do anything extra. Okay, so I'm going to just remind you of some of the key features here after you've done the printing. So you must pick up the orders from the printer. You must put them on the chart, same as before. You must flag or tell the nurse, same as before. You cannot write on these orders after printing. The nurses will reject any written changes to these orders. If you need to make any changes or additions, grab a blank order sheet and write on a blank order sheet just like you would today. In the background, SunnyCare has already sent your orders also to the pharmacy. There's no yellow sheet, so you and the nurses don't need to worry about that. If there were blood bank orders, those would have been sent as well. So there's no more needs for yellow sheets. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we look forward to your feedback on SunnyCare's new order sets.